Welcome back. Let's see what messages Spirit has for us today. I'm feeling unique. So I think a unique message is going to come out in a positive way. I'm feeling very unique, but strange. Like, you ever feel good but strange? It's not a bad strange. It's just like maybe I feel change. And I don't know how to put my finger on it, but it's good. Okay. First came out, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. All right, I'll take it. So it's good to dream, but it doesn't do well to only dream and focus on what you want. And don't forget right now what you have around you, some things you have around you right now that you wanted 5 years ago, 10 years ago, when you were a kid. And now they are right here with you, and you're not grateful for it, or you don't think of them as blessings. So the divine is saying, don't dwell only on dreams and forget to live, or forget about what you have right now. Think about that for a moment. You know, I'm sure there are things that you have in your life that you always wanted. Even if you don't have the perfect salary or perfect job, maybe you just always thought at one point, if I have any job that can pay my bills so that I don't have to depend on anyone else. I have that. Yeah, this person gets on my nerves at work, or they ask too much of me, you know, but you do get a salary. Or it could be, I never thought I was going to be a mom and I have children. That is huge, you know? So sometimes we don't think of those things, but you've gotten a lot of what you wanted. But it seems like we are programmed to just next, next, next. So just take the time to, you know, be grateful and enjoy what you have. Okay, little spirit. Okay, it flipped over. I'm going to take both sides because it landed and did a gymnastic event is going on here. So we have younger man, and it flipped over to corporate office. And I did just use an example of a job you have that might get on your nerves, but at least it's paying bills that you always wanted, an income. Okay, so we have here receptionist, support staff, data entry officer, or manager in a corporate office. And you may be a younger man. So it may be your first job, or it could be a job that you have early in life. You may be fortunate to have this position and be the age that you are. A lot of people may tell you that, but you just think of it like it's a headache. It's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of gruffy energy. Well, the mind says shake it up. Be the first one to implement high vibes at the office. You don't have to succumb to low energy. And maybe that's why you're there. Light up the place with positive vibes. Okay, so for somebody. Then we have, I didn't get going here, old school. So you may be somebody younger, working around a lot of people who are older, set in their ways. They don't want to hear from this young, spry, bubbly attitude, this new age, mindfulness, you know, high vibe, healthier you. They want to be how they always were. Well, you may have to be a little bit more indirect with it. Find a way or creative ways to brighten up their day, or show them a new perspective on how they can also be sunshiny and bubbly. There's ways without you being somebody there giving a sermon or feeling like a know-it-all. You know, well, you should see things on the, it's easy to say that, but sometimes you have to embody it, and that will rub off on people. Just be that. Don't let them, don't change. How can I say? I don't want to say don't become low vibrational. That's just like, Don't reflect their energy at the office because it's surrounding you as the status quo. Let them start to reflect your energy. That's what I'm saying. What else? Okay, Spirit said, look at this other stack at the top. And it says future. This is about your future as a leader. You're not just going to be a leader about numbers and bottom lines and the same old stuff that we used to look at for leadership. No, this is a new earth, a new leadership where you lead with energy. You lead with love, consideration, respect, a smile even. A smile goes a long way. And then we have here, I can't even keep going. Spirit is just like, take a look before you go. Assets. This would improve the company's assets and your assets. I'm saying that energy that you flow into the office, into your company, will help that company to thrive financially. And you rising up in ranks and being seen as a magnetic leader will also get your assets to rise, your personal assets. And then we have 2 coming out. Wow. Okay. 2 words they feel more negative. That's why I'm not liking that they flipped out together here. But it says blocked. And it came out with find closure. Block to me is like closed off in the first place, and then find closure. So let's see what's on this find closure card. Celebrate achievements, acknowledge growth, and release any baggage. Fulfilled intention. Okay, I get it, Spirit. Maybe you feel blocked off from celebrating your achievements or acknowledging the growth. Maybe you feel like you have to even stifle your shine at work because maybe you're outshining others more seasoned, have been here longer. And that is frustrating because how happy can you be if you feel like others aren't celebrating you? In fact, if you celebrate yourself, or show how proud you are, that they're going to take it as a slight of sorts. All right, well, let me go with that one here. Spirit said, wait. Then we have on the top of this other stack, the betrayer. You may feel like you're betraying people around you. Cunning, resourceful, and shrewd, treacherous. But you're not. You're just being you. You're just being you. You know what? It may have to be a thing where over time they see who you are and where your heart lies. And after time of you lending a helping hand, trying to maybe show them how they can also shine without being, of course, what's the word? Condescending, right? Because especially people that are older than you, they may really not take that well. Someone younger being condescending. So you want to it seems to be that you have to be very finessed and artful at how you manage this. But there's huge gains personally and for the company or the department that you work in. There's a lot that can be gained. That's why Spirit's bringing this up. Okay. I'm going to go with the Truth Oracle and see what more about this finding closure and this, was it blocked? What else about that, Spirit, in case I didn't catch everything? Too many, can they fly out? Thank you. Addiction? Blocked, find closure, celebrate achievements, addiction, drug, alcohol, obsession, toxic attachments. This one's looking a little woozy in the mirror there. So let's see, one more. I'm going to do 3 on this one. I knew I felt something strange. Silence. Okay, a silent addiction. I was about to put it back in, but Spirit tumbled that over like, oh, no, you don't. You're taking this one. Uninvited guest. Surprise accident, big change, moment of decision. These cards kind of getting a life of their own here. Okay. Addiction, silence, uninvited guests. Well, I'm going to have to, because this is a modern day, and you know, I'm not Mary Poppins here. I know that things happen even in the office, but there could be someone in the office that has some issues with toxic behaviors or addictions of some sort. I don't know what, what it could be, any addiction. And they may be silent about it. Maybe everyone knows about it and they've all been silent about it. I don't know if this is about, okay, be careful about theft of the office or theft of finances, or why this is important, part of this whole overall message for you. And being like that leadership and bringing in positive energy. And low vibrational can result from being addicted to substances. So maybe that's the Spirit is saying that it's not just about somebody being older and set in their ways. Maybe there's someone or someones that are attached to things that lower their vibration. And in this uninvited guest could be you. Sorry. You being someone who doesn't indulge. You're there and you're different. You stand out. You're not part of that scene. So you're not trusted. You're not invited. You're not welcome. They're not wrapping their arms around somebody like you who would never even approve of that behavior, is what I'm getting from this. So that is tougher. That is tougher. In that situation, God may have put you there as an earth angel to work on that, or to make some major changes where it may seem like an uphill battle. It's just up to you if you want to take it on. We're all here by choice, doing what we want. It's like, what do you call free will. God may put you somewhere as an opportunity to grow, expand, help others to grow, but it isn't by force. So if you're feeling like it's getting to you and you feel low vibrational and you feel like your energy is being zapped and you can't work with this, that's something that you're going to have to work out. Is it worth it? Is it not? Can you come out on top? Can things be improved there? Or, and can you be like the leader? Or is it like not something you bargained for? You're not up for it. You're just not. Okay, I did feel a unique message, didn't I? Let's get an angel message for you. $14.14. Possibilities. Building strong foundations creates stability and welcomes in possibilities. All possibilities exist and are amplified when gratitude is felt for the foundations that are in place. I am grateful for all that is and all that will be. I trust in the possibilities of what I desire or something greater. And that last line is sticking out to me. Something greater can come from this than you thought. And there are possibilities in this situation. Possibilities means hope. Spirit saying maybe don't give up. And I'm seeing the word gratitude being amplified. So right now, even if it's not about the workplace, you may find more gratitude at home, hanging out with your buds, taking a nature walk, whatever, float your boat, that new book that you got yourself, you're diving into, whatever it is. Just find ways to be grateful for what you do have in your life right now, to keep you afloat, to bounce things out. And with that, thank you for this unique message, and I'll see you in another reading.